All right, this is going to be a rather controversial video with my views that may hurt some people's feelings, especially if you're Nepali, especially if you are a girl. But I just request you just listen to what I have to say and then give me your thoughts on what you think. Okay. Now, it's all over the news that this girl, Prakriti Lamsal, okay, this girl, 20-year-old, who committed suicide in KIIT University. I did get a couple of messages stating that that boy was some BJP minister's son. Some of them are saying, hey, you didn't hear the phone conversation. It was very bad. Some of them even made this theory that the girl had some, sexual or adult photographs or videos of her with him. Now, I'm not sure about all this. I still have to do research because the problem is there are too many messages, too many news, too many things going on. So, you can't just jump up and make a video and say, oh, breaking news, they found this, and then afterwards it turns out to be false. Then you have to make another video saying, sorry, it was just, misinformation or wrong information. So I'm just waiting for confirmation about the phone call, about the presence of adult photographs, videos, and, about that guy being the minister's son. Now, just because he's a minister's son doesn't mean, or BJP's minister's son doesn't mean that he's evil or whatever. You have to look at evidence. You cannot jump and act out of emotion and impulse. Okay, that's how it goes. And remember this much, that the Nepali government has sent its team to work with the Indian government's team. So we are hoping that justice takes place. Okay. Now, having said that, this is the part that is going to piss off some of you, or you may not agree. Okay. I request you that those of you, whether for or against, you can bash me up as much as you like, but when you're talking about this girl or her parents, please show a little bit of sympathy and empathy, because if in case anyone from her family were to read anything that is hurtful, as it is, they're going through a tragedy that they lost their child. And I saw one of the interviews where the father said, my dream was just for her to finish her education, and now her dead body has come home. So it's heartbreaking. So please use a little bit of empathy and sympathy. There were some 2 or 3 comments which were unacceptable by any standards. I deleted and blocked those individuals. Okay. So what is it that I want to say through this video? I think I'll just say it in one sentence, which will make sense. My question is, what is the girl's responsibility? Okay, listen carefully. What responsibility does a girl have towards herself, towards her actions, towards what she does, and towards, all the choices that she makes? For example, okay, the tragedy took place, fine. But this is not a baby girl. This is not a small child. She's a 20-year-old young woman, like that young boy or young man, 20-year-old. I call them young boy, young girl because they are in their 20s. Okay, they're idiots. But they're still grown individuals who, if they had the money, if they had, career options, they would have done and lived their own life. Okay? They're not small babies that you have to feed them, take it. They make their own decisions. That is why the parents leave them. Okay, go, do your own thing. Yes, maturity is lacking. But just as the boy is held responsible for, you did this, you did that, you did this, shouldn't the girl also have some responsibility? Like simple common sense. Making a sex video, for example, I'm not saying this girl made, but I'm just asking you, making a sex video, let's say you like this guy or you like this girl, you both are having this great passion, steamy, uncontrollable sexual desires because of your hormones. And lo and behold, one of the partners suggests, let's video what we're doing. Let me video your private parts. You take my private parts. Let's, like how we do a porno, let's do something naughty. Fine. Now, aren't both these people responsible for it? You can say, oh, he forced her, and she is not a baby, or he's not a baby. See, suppose, let's say, I'm with my girlfriend, and I tell her, hey, let's make a video on this. Okay. And she says, no, no, please. And I say, please, baby, come on. And finally, she caves in. There's a difference between strangulating her and taking a knife and saying, you better do it. That in itself is a crime. But it's different from, hey, baby, let's do it. And she said, okay, fine. So now you're responsible. It's your body. It's your body. It's your face. It's your data that will be on that guy's smart device. Okay. Now, after the sexual video is taken, photographs are taken, let's say you make a big complaint. Let's say you break up. You complain. And this guy, maybe he's tech savvy. He deletes it he formats his phone, he buys a new phone. There's no way, after you check, she can complain. They will check, oh, there's nothing here. Maybe he put it on a hard disk and it's not connected to the internet. Maybe he put it in a cloud somewhere. Anything can happen. Maybe he sold it to a porno site. Isn't it too late? So, because of the actions that you took, there is a consequence. Okay, now let's get back to this incident. Now, I don't know if she has made an adult video or sex video or whatever. Keep that aside. The conversations that you have, the chats that you have, the chat logs, the messenger. Do you, I was surprised a few days ago. My wife came to me and all of a sudden she told me, hey, see what I found. I said, you found what? On Facebook Messenger, she had gone to, I don't know, she scrolled back. This was the Facebook account that I met her for the first time, chatted with her. She got the conversations from, I think, 6 years or 7 years or long back. She got those conversations. And I'll tell you honestly, she was laughing her head off because there I was a little mushy. Oh, I love you. You're my this, you're my heartbeat, and I want to kiss you. I was a little embarrassed because I've changed, obviously, because of marriage and age and whatever. And I was like, ew. And my wife was teasing me. She was saying, see. Here you're saying, oh, I want to kiss your lips and I want to hug you and I want to hold you and sleep. And I was like, totally embarrassed. I was seriously embarrassed. Okay. Luckily for both her and me, I didn't send her something or we didn't chat about something where if it was hacked, let's say our account was hacked, that we should, oh my goodness, Now, let me be transparent here. Have I had sexual chats? 100% yes. Have I had, you call it cyber sex, where the girl shows her private parts and you look and you enjoy? Thankfully for me, I've been a little smart, little common sense I had, that I did not show my private parts. Must have done it. I'm telling you where I'd done it. Must have done it when I was 25, 26 or 30. This is nearly 20 years ago. Those days when the webcam thing was a new thing, totally new. Like, it was like never heard of. You can Google search this ICQ. It goes, ICQ. There was Yahoo chat rooms. There was MSN chat rooms. Those days, at the age of maybe 20, 25, it was a new thing, new concept. Lucky for me, I don't know what common sense, sometimes they say, no, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in God, but they say God sometimes gives you some special gift. He gave me that, I don't know, the wisdom or the maturity to, or nature or whatever, to understand that if I'm going to share something that is so private and confidential, if it leaks, I'm finished. So I was very, very careful, and maybe I'm smart, or maybe the girls were dumb, where they would agree to show me what I wanted to see, but I kind of held myself. So this you're talking of, I'm 40, 48? Yeah. So 28, 13 years ago, 15 years ago. Okay. Now, I did. This girl who's tattooed here, right? Okay. This girl who's tattooed here. I did have sex videos. I did have intimate photographs. But guess what? I never connected it to the internet. I kept it on a hard disk separate. And I made sure, listen carefully, made sure that I deleted it, especially if the relationship was over. Why? Because, when you break up with this girl, I broke up in a very bad way, in the sense that she hurt me a lot. Thankfully, even though my emotions were so deeply hurt, I was in a depression, locked in my house for 6 months, which previous videos I've spoken about. And it took me around 6 to 8 years to overcome her memories. Okay, I had her love letters, teddy bears, underwear, her bra, all these things where you do when you're lustfully, madly, uncontrollably in love with a girl. Okay, I had her passwords. I had her Facebook. I think that time there was only Facebook. Yeah. So I had her relatives, friends. I could have done so much damage. Thankfully, I didn't do. And I would get arrested and I would be jailed for life. It would destroy her life and my life. Thankfully, I gave her passwords back after we broke up, even though I was hurt. I returned all her stuff back. The other intimate things like love letters, this and that, I burnt it. And those sex videos that we had, the intimate videos, I deleted all of it. Why? Because I wanted to overcome her memories. I'm telling you, really, I am, I don't know what maturity or which guardian angel or which God told me, Loy, delete it before your emotions take over and you want to, commit some kind of revenge. I deleted it. And I'm telling you, I know for a fact, somewhere deep down, this girl must be grateful or thankful that, okay, Loy was a piece of shit, or he was a useless boyfriend, or thank goodness I didn't marry him. But she would have deep down, I'm grateful that he never used this against me. In fact, whichever girlfriend I've had, anything intimate, I never connected to the internet. Now, getting back to this, remember those girls who did all this stuff with me, if it was leaked, it's not just my fault. They allowed it. I could have, society would question them. Why the hell did you do it? Because they also have a responsibility, right? It takes two hands to clap. Nah, you can't clap with one hand. Now, with regards to this girl, if she was in a relationship with this guy as a boyfriend, here are the questions that come to my mind. Didn't she know that if he is a minister's son, that he was a minister's son? Didn't she know that? Okay, that is number one. If he was minister's son. Number two, didn't she know that this relationship doesn't last forever? And you will say, oh, but they're young, they're immature. Yeah, fine. We agree that they're immature and they don't know what they're doing. But who should take the responsibility? Should it be the boy? Should it be the boy's parents? Should it be the girl's parents? Or should it be the girl? And that also, the girl is doing it in total secrecy. See, she went and complained to the college campus. Did she inform the parents. She didn't tell the parents. That means she was not close to the parents. That means maybe the parents were strict. I'm just assuming. Or that means that she knew she did something so shameful that she could not open up to her parents. And I I hate saying this, but she is equally responsible for her actions. And this is a fact. You took a decision, you made a choice, you did something. You are responsible for it. See, I'm training my daughter, me as a parent, me and my wife are training our daughter. Everything that happens in school, anything and everything, you tell us first. Just tell us first. And if it is bad, obviously, if they do something bad, you will take a stick and discipline them. But my wife and I know that if she comes and tells us the truth, that she did something bad, and instead of rewarding her for opening up to us, I start beating her. Let's say, for example, she says something silly like, oh, I went to 7-Eleven, I stole a chocolate. Okay, I stole one chocolate. Now, she doesn't need to steal a chocolate, but let's say she stole. And she comes home and my wife finds, oh, here is a chocolate bar. Okay. And I ask her what happened. And finally, she admits, I stole it. Fine. Now, if she comes to me, for example, and after she owes the chocolate and she tells me the truth, Papa, I stole the chocolate. I'm sorry. Okay. And now there are two things I can do. Number one is slap her. How? Why did you do this? Why do you spoil our name? And it's gone to the camera and all. And let's say, for example, they make it a police case and the police comes here and, I embarrass her. Do you think she's going to trust me ever again? She'll think to herself, telling Papa the truth, I got beatings. If I don't tell him the truth, I would be spared the extra beatings. But on the other hand, if I tell her what you did is wrong and I stand by her and I tell her, look, you did something wrong. We will pay the price for it, the consequence, but I'll stick by you. The relationship will be strong. So in a way, her mother and father didn't maybe develop that relationship with this girl. I'm just saying, maybe they were super sensitive, maybe they were super busy, maybe they are type of conservative parents who never thought the daughter would do all this. Maybe he never thought in his wildest dream, my daughter would have a boyfriend or sleep around, or I'm not saying she did, have a boyfriend or do anything. But for me, I look at it, a child, anything is possible in today's day and age. Okay. So the mother-father didn't develop a relationship where the daughter would trust them enough. The daughter didn't feel comfortable enough to open up to the mother and father. She felt comfortable enough to open up to the college authorities, not to the parents, to her friends, not to her parents. That clearly shows that she didn't trust her parents, or she didn't believe that they could help her, or they would stand by her, or she was afraid of the beatings, whatever. Now, she took an action. She, as per news, she committed suicide. I don't know if it's murder. I don't know if it's whatever. Okay. Now, who chose that action? Let's say, move that example aside. Let's say someone takes a gun. I've seen this Instagram story, reel or something. It got deleted later. The guy takes a gun and he's going, oh, my life is this. He's in the car. Takes a gun, blows his head off. Now, who took the gun? He took the gun. Whose hand was it? His hand. Whose decision was it to load the gun? His. Whose decision to put here? His. Whose decision to put on the camera and whoa and all that? His. Who's to blame? Him. You can't blame the world. You can't blame Donald Trump is endorsing guns or the gun culture. He took it. Okay. The gun didn't automatically come to his head. The other questions that you need to ask yourself is common sense, which is not common. In a college, a boy and girl, they're there to study, yes. Some of them want a little bit of entertainment, fine. And then there are some who want a little bit of emotional pleasure or physical pleasure or intimate. You see love story movies and you see sexual movies or whatever. We all get influenced. We all have got influenced. So maybe that guy, I'm just saying, for example, a guy, he looks like Shah Rukh Khan, or Shah Rukh Khan is old. He looks like some good looking actor of India, looks handsome and nice hair, and, he's giving her all the attention. He's giving her teddy bears, chocolates, Valentine gifts, giving her attention. And obviously, the girl will feel, her hormones are also going. She feels nice. So finally, they decide to become friends. They go out for romantic dinners. They go out for long walks. They hold each other's hand. I love you, you love me. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Feel each other. It feels good. Okay. But here's the thing. Do you seriously think that they're going to get married? Which college? Okay, there are some people who say, I married my college sweetheart. But how many boys and girls, how many really marry the person who they met in college? When I look back at the selections I made when I was young, I cringe. I'm like, yuck, poof. I'm pretty sure even those girls, those very girls, looking at me today is like, yuck, oh my goodness, I dated this frog. Sure. Okay. My wife, the guy she was in love with, the first guy, she showed me a photograph. She showed me a photograph of how he looks. Oh my goodness. I was like, are you serious? He looked worse than a laborer who would be, called to clean the garbage. He looked that ugly. And I asked her, you told me that you wanted to marry someone from K-pop, with white teeth and white skin. What did my wife say? I was a young, immature girl. I thought he was the most handsome guy. I thought he was the most loving guy, most caring. And best part was he was smoking, drinking, doing drugs, illegal drugs. He was a gangster. He didn't study. He looked ugly. And by today's standard, he looks so bad, so bad. My wife literally wanted to delete. I said, no, just keep this as a memory. Keep the photograph so as to remind us of what we did in the past so we can guide our daughter. See, dear girls who are watching this video in anger or whatever, your body is your gift. It's like having a surprise, a gift, Christmas. You don't know what is inside. So you get very curious. And boys, they get very curious to open up the gift and remove the wrapping and open the box and check what it is. But once they open the box and see what it is, they see it, they taste it, or they eat it, or they play with it, they lose interest. It's like getting a new toy. You're very eager. You open the wrappers, you open the gift wrap, you open the box, you tear it open, you get the toy, you play with it. And at some point, the boy gets bored, he throws it and plays with his friends. That is exactly what a girl is for a young man. You give your body to a guy, finished. For a boy, the dynamics are different. A boy, is only interested in sex. A boy, any boy, is only interested in sex, fun, enjoyment. And he might tell you, oh, I want to get married and have children. That is one day. But when it comes down to, where the rubber meets the road, a boy will normally think, this girl, if I get married to her and have children, what if I meet a hotter girl? What if I meet a blonde? What if I meet a girl with good tits? What if I meet a girl with a great body, great ass? I'm just 20. Why not I enjoy my life with another 20, 30 girls? Satisfy twosome, threesome, and do all the crazy stuff and then settle down. So boy thinks like that. A girl might think, okay, I'll get married and I'll have someone to love me. We'll have a family. We'll be with mother, father. That's how normal girls think, feminine girls. And but one thing which I'll mention to you is, don't think all the girls are like that. If you're a simp means a guy who is desperate for a girl, and a girl is, she's been taught a very modern life, and she's taught with a lot of self value. She'll be like, this guy is in love with me. He doesn't have a job, doesn't have any money. He hardly can afford $100 or $200 gift for me. This guy who I'm chatting with on Bumble or Tinder or something, he's staying in the United States, or he's staying in Canada, or staying in Europe, or he's part of some upper middle class family. His father drives a Mercedes Benz. He has a racing bike. He receives an allowance of $1,000. He struggles to give me $100. This guy can easily give me any gift I want, $200, $300. He can make me meet his VIP friends. Who do you think she's going to go for, him or this guy? And then if she gets a guy who says, hi, I'm from Dubai. I would like to book a ticket for you. My father has a company. He has a visa. I can get you here. You can spend time with our family. We can go all around for a trip to Europe. Paid trip to Europe. You can spend time with our family. Nothing sexual. You just have a good time with us. My father, mother like you. You think she's going to marry this Ramu, Shamu, Bopu, Gopu, Ali, Muhammad, Ismail, or whatever English name you want to give him? Mark or John or Indian guy? No, the girl would be stupid to go for this guy when she can get an all expenses paid rich family. Like the Ambani family. If someone from the Ambani family wants to marry a girl, you think they're going to, no, I want to marry, I'll do Keti Wadi. I'll go with a buffalo and we will till the land for rice? Come on, man. Look, if both of you are the same level, fine. Both of you are villagers, both of you earn same salary, fine. But if one is above your pay grade, no, this person who's down, boy or girl, and you're targeting this person up here, this person will look at you as a disposable tissue. No, a tissue. You take a nice tissue. Okay, you take a nice tissue, and she'll look at him as a tissue, blow her nose, maybe wipe her sweat, wipe her ass, and throw it out. That's what you are, disposable. So if the person's up here and you're down here, so if you want someone up here, you need to have really something which will make the person up here want you. That is why I always tell people, when choosing a partner, no, a life partner, make sure that you have the upper hand where it matters on key things like money, career, success, power. If a man has that, no, career, success, money, the girl would want you. And if you are above the girl many levels, she'll worship you. But if on the other hand, forget the girl being up. If you and the girl are on the same level, she'll treat you like the same level. That's why girls and guys who are same age, same earnings, same everything, they fight like cats and dogs. So I'll just conclude this video and tell you that, look, it's very unfortunate what happened to this girl, Prakriti Lamsal. What happened to her and her family shouldn't happen to anyone. I don't know whether that boy is as innocent as claimed. I don't know if he's a minister's son. I don't know if he threatened her or they're saying voice calls and all that. I have not managed to get it. I don't know if he had sexual photographs, all that thing. I don't know. I'm being honest with you. If you can give me links, I'll go through it. Okay, but it should be legit, not some forwarded nonsense or JPEG image. Now, if the Nepali government and Indian government come together and they get this hardcore evidence and is proved guilty by the proper steps of the law through evidence, fine. However, remember this much: it takes two hands to clap. This girl committed suicide by her own actions. Okay, provided it's not a murder or something. She committed actions. She did not tell her mother and father about the problem, as far as I know. That means she kept secrets hidden. And remember, in order to commit suicide and push yourself to that level, it's not just calling you monkey, donkey, hey, ugly, and all that. It is something much more deeper and sinister that would push someone to take such a massive step. Okay? So, all I want to leave you with is, don't girls, any girl, have a responsibility for their self, for their self preservation, for their bodies, for their actions that they take, and for the secrets that they keep against their parents. Don't they have any responsibility? Or should we just wash our hand and poor girl and all boys are evil? I'm not saying that this guy is a saint. Don't take me out of context. There are both men and women who can be evil. In this case, maybe the boy, minister's son, don't know, blackmailed her, shouted her. And remember, even if he shouted at her or gave bad words, what did she do to push this guy to give her bad words? And remember, I had given you examples through my previous video where I had the most innocent, sweet, loving, best friend of mine who literally would give her life for animals. Her life, huh? She would, if she had to sell her blood to take care of her dog, she would do that. Most loving, sweet. But when she became my girlfriend, another side of her came out. I don't know whether she was having split personality. She would literally like break things in my house, scream and shout. She would, like, a devil possessed her. She drove me so mad, so mad. Okay? For a guy like me who never raised his hand, I wanted to take a rock, a stone, and smash her car and smash her. Literally, I had thoughts of, I want to squeeze her neck and kill her because she pushed me so hard. And after we broke up, after many months, and I asked her, why did you push me to such a level? You know what was the answer? If you really love someone, you should fight. That was her logic. And you should push a person so much that it should be the most violent fight. Only then you love each other more. Little mental. That is why I'm glad I never married her. So I'm telling you, there are mad people like this. And even I give you the example. One final thing before I conclude. My friend, who was a very well-respected doctor, married another very well-respected doctor. Everything looked cool, calm, composed, and perfect outside. For some strange reason, she became paranoid. She used to break things in the house. She used to even claw his face. She went to his hospital where he was one of the most respected guys and made such a ruckus that the hospital told him, if you can't control your wife, we'll have to terminate you because we don't want to get the police on your wife. And she sued him for everything. And she put more than, I think, 25 false cases on him to get him destroyed, to the extent where he had to leave all his money, everything for her, and go underground. I don't know where is he. And I personally know him. Personally. He's a very good man. She has some kind of mad split personality. So I'm telling you both the sides. Anyway, you let me know what are your thoughts in the comments below. Whether you agree with me, disagree with me, I'd love to know what you think. Okay? And just before I conclude, one line I'll give you is, I feel sorry for Prakriti Lamsal's family and her. I just hope justice is delivered. And please, to all the girls, To all the girls, you allow a man to touch you. You allow a man to take your photograph. You allow a man to take your videos, naked, sex, this, that. It's your responsibility. And for those who have already crossed that line and now don't know what to do, please go to your mother and father. Yes, you'll get some slaps. Like in Dangal, they said, what will Papa do? Papa will give you at least some bad words, but he loves you. Go to your parents. Forget the college, forget everyone. Go to your parents. They're the only friends you have. And please don't give, take a step like suicide, which is a very ugly, poor solution, permanent solution for a very temporary problem. All right? Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off.